Nope. They're sticking in our forecast today and tomorrow, and the red flag warning has been extended through tomorrow afternoon. So although the winds aren't doing much right now, we are going to see those winds picking up. Quiet view right now over in Long Beach, and temperatures right now are much colder because the winds are not as active, but gradually those winds are going to pick up, and you're going to feel them by the middle of the day and definitely during the afternoon. Now here is a look at the forecast. We have temperatures today that are going to be rising into the 80s eventually because of the effect of the downsloping winds. And here's that red flag warning I was telling you about until 8 p.m. tomorrow. And you'll notice it's for those typical Santa Ana wind prone spots. I've got the hour by hour forecast in Santa Clarita where you can see those winds gradually ramping up and then getting really strong around the middle of the day and staying strong during the early afternoon. They're not doing much right now, but the winds are coming, especially if you live in those typical Santa Ana wind prone spots. So this morning, temperatures are going to be in the 40s. You're going to notice those winds increasing. And as we head into the afternoon, bright sunny skies, the winds are going to be stronger, some spots flirting with 80 degrees. But a reminder that there's still a lot of ash in the air and air quality is still in concern. So please take those precautions. A big pattern change as we head into the weekend. Finally, some rain. I'll tell you what I know coming up. Right now, let's check on the drive. What's up, Robin?
Oh, it's a little slow out there on the 14, Belen, rolling from Lancaster into Palmdale. We have overnight road work underway. Southbound 14 at Rancho Vista Boulevard. All lanes are closed, so you should be using that alternate route of Sierra Highway. Once again, it's the overnight road work scheduled for another 30 minutes. So 5 a.m. is your estimated time of clearing, and that's why we have the slow traffic here for the 14 rolling into Palmdale. So please keep that in mind. From Palmdale off to the Newhall Pass as you continue south. It's looking good. It's under 30 minutes for the trip. The 5 is wide open. The 405 is wide open with no trouble spots. An stalled car being cleared here, rolling through Burbank, North 5 at Alameda. The driver ran out of gas. The right lane is blocked. Don't let that happen to you, by the way. Fill up before you hit the road. We'll check back in on this and a stalled big rig coming up in a little bit. Lynette, Adrian, back to you.
All right, Robin, thank you.
Calm right now, but they're going to be picking up, and a red flag warning has extended until tomorrow evening. Now check out the temperatures. It is a cold morning, and can you believe this afternoon some spots will be getting close to 80 degrees? All righty, I've got a lot to talk about in that extended forecast, including big changes over the weekend. Here's Robin with traffic.
Good morning. We're checking freeways. We're checking drive times. You're looking good through the OC for the 5, the 57, and the 22. We'll check more coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Again, you got the debris and actually getting it out of there because of the landslide threat, and then you got the runoff into the water, and then you got the air quality as well.
Right. I mean, the thing is we need the rain, right? We know it's going to come. The fear is how fast, is it going to be relentless rain? We know what can happen with that, but it's going to happen. It's going to rain.
It is. And I'm glad that they're being proactive about this because it's been on the top of minds of several people. It's like, what's going to happen when it rains? We get the debris flow and there's all this toxic ash around. So yes, we have a chance for rain. We're still a few days away. So this forecast is still coming into better vision. Let me show you what's happening because we still have some elevated fire danger today and tomorrow. The Santa Ana winds, they're going to be back and they're going to ramp up as the morning goes on. You're really going to feel them around the middle of the day, and this is mostly for those wind-prone areas. This time around, the gusts between 40 to 50 miles per hour, so not as strong as the winds that we had earlier this week, but still capable of causing damage when it comes to tree damage, power outages, and of course, spreading any fires if they were to start. It's also spreading the dust and ash that has been left over from these fires, and that's affecting air quality. Continue to take those precautions, and yes, big changes as we head into the weekend. I'll share what I know just ahead, so stick around for that. Today, we're not out of the woods. That red flag warning has been extended through tomorrow afternoon, and although the winds are not as strong, humidity is still low, vegetation is still dry. So today we have this critical to elevated fire concern across the area that extends from Ventura County all the way into the desert slopes over in the Inland Empire and as far south as San Diego. We've seen several fires start in that area, and unfortunately today the threat is still there. So let me take you through the timing of the winds because this morning it is relatively calm, although we do have some gusty conditions shaping up right now in Santa Clarita. Now here we are around the middle of the day. Stop the clock at that time and you notice the winds are activated for those typical Santa Ana wind prone spots with pockets of gusts between 40 to 50 miles per hour. The strongest winds are going to be happening over the LA Ventura County mountains, but that doesn't mean that the Inland Empire is going to have an easy day. Here we are looking at the weather this evening where you still see those strong gusts, and tomorrow could be even windier than today. I'm looking at the wind speeds tomorrow morning. And we could be waking up to some debris on the road. And here's a look at tomorrow afternoon with the winds from the deserts all the way out towards the ocean. Could be a little breezy around the wind sheltered locations of LA County. These winds keep going all the way through Thursday evening. We're not really going to see an improvement until we get into Thursday into Friday. Now, this offshore flow is really warming up our numbers. Look at this. We'll have numbers this afternoon that are close to 80 degrees in a few locations. So these temperatures are going to be about 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. You'll have 60s in the deserts and Big Bear, 52 degrees. Now that warm weather trend will continue all the way through tomorrow. Look at Van Nuys. You're almost at 81 today. Thursday 78, Friday 75, and look at this big drop in temperatures over the weekend and through early next week. That's because we're tracking that next system. That's going to bring some much cooler conditions, light to moderate rain, even a slight chance for some thunderstorms, and it's going to drop that snow level. We could be seeing a few inches above 5,000 feet. So we're still a few days away. We need to fine tune this forecast to really get a better idea if it comes to intensity, amounts, and timing. But one thing's for sure is that you look at the weather through Friday and the weather over the weekend, and it is going to be dramatically different. The forecast in the valleys in Inland Empire, windy today and tomorrow, and there you see the weather over the weekend, much cooler with that chance for rain continuing through Monday. The weather in the deserts, there you see dry conditions, blowing dust at times, and a chance for rain this weekend, and snow possible in the mountains. There's going to be a lot changing in our forecast in the coming days, so please stay tuned to our First Alert Weather Team. We'll be providing updates for you. Stay safe. Now a check of the roads. What's up, Robin?
Good morning. Well, it's pretty quiet. I have one trouble spot to talk about this time around, and it's a crash here on the 110 merging onto the 5. It's a truck that spun out, crashed into the wall. It's blocking that connector ramp, and it's on a curve in a pretty bad spot, maybe hard to see. So please watch out for that northbound 110 at the 5. New accident working there. Better news for the drive through Burbank. We had a stalled vehicle. A driver ran out of gas north 5 at Alameda Avenue. CHP, they were on scene. They ran a traffic break. They held everyone back temporarily to clear the stall. It's gone. Traffic looks great here in both directions heading to and from the 134 split. Same story for the 101 at the 170. We had a stalled big rig that was stuck and blocking that connector ramp, and it backed up traffic on both stretches there. It's out of the way, so that's good news. Don't forget about the road work on the 14 as you work your way into Palmdale this morning. It's right around Rancho Vista Boulevard. We've had all lanes blocked. I've been sending folks over to Sierra Highway because it's a full freeway closure. It should be wrapping up in 5 minutes or so, but I would still go ahead and hop over to Sierra Highway while that construction is underway. We will check the drive time for the 5 and the 14 coming up in our next traffic report. Lynette, back to you.
Robin, thank you. And if you'd like to help wildfire relief